Ladies and gentlemen, I'll put the link directly below. Some of my viewers, my amazing viewers, have been like, well, where's the link to the team that William Barr is forming? He's saying that he's beginning these investigations. Yeah, this is Vanity Fair. He's already begun the investigations. Whether he has future formal probes where he starts a special counsel or says, okay, this is a formal public investigation into what the IG report says, that's very likely going to happen, some form of a public announcement. But all of this is taking place, and it's public record. In fact, it's being published in publications that pretty much are extensions of the... Well, Vanity Fair is actually interesting. They actually do... Like, for example, the New York Times and the Washington Post are extensions of the Democratic Party. In a way, Vanity Fair is, but they actually have really good journalists. And they do a good job, even though, of course, it's way to the left. William Barr gives Trump what he wants, forms team to investigate the FBI. Representative Jim Jordan said the reported investigation is what Republicans have been calling for. By Allison Durkee, April 9th, 2019. This is VanityFair.com. The link will be below the first thing in the description section. I haven't put this link in the description yet, but I will. William Barr gives Trump what he wants, forms team to investigate the FBI. After initially shielding President Donald Trump from the full brunt of the Mueller report's findings, Attorney General William Barr is reportedly shifting his attention to another frequent object of Trump's ire, the FBI. According to Bloomberg, so this is not just Vanity Fair, it's Bloomberg, Barr has assembled a team to investigate how the law enforcement agency handled their probe into the Trump campaign before it was taken over by Robert Mueller. Links to a Bloomberg article. I'll put Barr forms team to review FBI's action in Trump's probe. So I'll actually put this Bloomberg article. Inquiry comes as House GOP pushes claims of anti-Trump bias. Look, he already knows. So that Bloomberg, Vanity Fair, I'll put both articles below. Ladies and gentlemen, we already have public record knowledge. Public record information from Bloomberg and Vanity Fair, the left-leaning publications. Bloomberg and Vanity Fair actually do still serious journalism, even though it's framed from a liberal perspective. The Washington Post and the New York Times, well, the New York Times is, oh my God, we don't even have to go there. Literally, if I talked about the Times in the manner I want to, it wouldn't be part of YouTube policies. But read my writing in the Jerusalem Post, the Federalist, and also the Times of Israel. Read my writing there. It's below in the pinned comment. But this is Bloomberg. Attorney General William Barr has assembled a team to review controversial and counterintelligence decisions made by the Department of Justice and FBI officials, including actions taken during the probe of the Trump campaign in the summer of 2016. May I ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen, and can you be so kind as to answer this in the comments section? Give me your thoughts in the comments section regarding this question. Why did he already assemble a team of DOJ employees a month or 2 months or weeks or prior to the IG report? We don't have the IG report yet that talks about the FISA violations. Those violations already took place. They already broke legal statutes by deceiving judges. Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, Comey, all of them, Lisa Page, James Baker, all of them have either been let go under internal investigation by the FBI or they're part of they're under criminal grand jury investigation, like Andrew McCabe and James Baker. But why, ladies and gentlemen, did William Barr, Attorney General William Barr, already begin an internal Justice Department probe on April 9th, before the IG report comes out? One would think that he would wait for the IG report, because when Democrats in Congress were like, he's not engaging in any they didn't spy on Trump, did they? You're not saying they surveilled. And he's like, yeah, they basically did. Yeah, that happened. Why do you think that he is engaging in this before the Michael Horowitz Inspector General report? My point is, he already has his mind set, which obviously it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know what's going on. They set up President Trump with a phony and fake and ridiculous, absurd garbage document purchased by Madam Secretary, who will be running. Okay, Trump. When did Trump join the election? Announce his campaign for the run for the presidency in 2016. Quick, think now. Think. Give me a month. I'm waiting. I want you to yell out a month right this second. Wrong. It was June. Or, in the event, good job. It was June of 2015. And then Nate Silver and every other pundit said he has no chance to even become. Nate Silver said he had no chance to even become nominee. Even nominee. Much less the presidency. I was saying he's going to win if it's Clinton in 2015. And I said Clinton would lose swing states. She's running again. All she has to do is wait till what, June? She can even wait till like almost November. So, but why, again, if I have to ask this question, it's worth listening to for 15 minutes. Why did William Barr begin an internal probe, and not an internal investigation, an investigation with a team that he already assembled of the FBI's behavior before any IG report allegations, before any categorical proof? Well, we already have categorical evidence from Congressman Devin Nunes and Congressman John Radcliffe and Congressman Trey Gowdy, former Congressman Trey Gowdy. We already have that information. We already know that FISA judges were not given the full extent of what was going on. We already know that they were not told that Hillary Clinton purchased a nonsensical, irrational dossier, fantasy hoax. We already know that. So we already know that there were 30-plus indictments, none to do with Trump-Russia collusion. They were trying to get him under a statute that I write about in my Federalist article. By the way, share my Federalist articles below, especially the latest one on James Clapper. James Clapper knew that there was no evidence. Why did they investigate if they knew there was no evidence? Why? Give me a reason why. It's like the Whitney Houston song, I want to know if he really loves me. And they should change it to, I want to know why the FBI investigated Trumpy. They already knew that he didn't. They knew that he did not collude with Russia. They already had. They already lacked enough evidence. They ran an investigation based on suspicion. You cannot do that because there's more suspicion of Clinton's behavior, decision-making, and money transfers into the Clinton Foundation from Uranium One officials. And then the way the left works is like, you'll have different publications, and Vox or Daily Beast, and what they'll do is this. They'll reiterate things that I said and you said and John Solomon and Tom Fitton have said, and Diane Bongino have said, and Kimberly Strassel and Sarah Carter, and they'll reiterate. So I'll be like, or a person will be, Trump will be like, oh yeah, they didn't look at the DNC servers, the United States government. And then you'll get articles from like Vice or, Daily Beast to be like, Trump's ridiculous theory. It's true that, and then they'll regurgitate it and reword what Trump said in like a petulant manner. And they'll actually form the basis of a rebuttal against their claims. So what they'll say is, it's true that the Democrats didn't allow the United States government to look at DNC servers, but what they did was they hired a company to look at the servers. Like, the company they hired said that the servers were hacked by Russia. See how Trump is so wrong? How does that make President Trump wrong? If anything, it bolsters everything he's saying. If anything, it bolsters every single thing he's saying. Every single thing that Trump is saying is bolstered. Every single thing Trump says is bolstered by that. So, I mean, you have people who are at the Justice Department right now, and they're going through testimony from James Comey and Andrew McCabe, and Rod Rosenstein's going to flip and sing. Check out that segment below. He's going to flip, he's going to sing. I'll put that in the description and pinned comment as well. Rod Rosenstein has already, in terms of being the Deputy Attorney General, he was part of the attempt to oust Trump. It did not work. He wanted to use the 25th Amendment. He spoke about that with Andrew McCabe. Now Andrew McCabe's under a grand jury investigation for lying under oath 3 times. Now let's see if he's not telling the truth about issues specifically related to criminal conduct. See, they're not going to have to go back in time and get Andrew McCabe or Comey or Strzok or Brennan or any of them on things they did 10 years ago, or people that knew them, or people that worked with them that committed some kind of act 10 years ago, like with the Manafort deal. Their crimes directly relate to what they tried to do against a duly elected president. So William Barr already knows that. He knows, and he's investigating why they started a 2-year probe into nonsense. A 2-year probe into nonsense. Absolute nonsense. So ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe right now. The Mueller team has already started. Share this segment everywhere. The Mueller team has already started. This is even before the IG report. It is even before the IG report, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a reason for that. Check out my writing in the Jerusalem Post, the Times of Israel, the Daily Caller, and the Federalist below. My Patreon is below if you want to support my voice long term. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.